Welcome to Dark Creation Studios. In this video we'll be drawing a cartoon male front view, so let's get into it. So as you could see, we already start sketching out the circle. After that we could go ahead and we could put in the air on the left hand side, then add in the details, and now on the right we could go ahead and do the same thing. Okay, so now on top we could go ahead and we could put in these two triangle shapes for the eyebrows. Then below the eyebrows we could put in these oval shapes for the eyes. Next we could drop in a center line coming down, and now we could drop in the nose right in the center of that. And right below the nose we could put in the mouth, and you could see we give him a little smile. The next thing we can do now is we could start sketching out the face. And then lastly we can just clean it up a bit. Alright, awesome. And before we move any further, we can go ahead and grab our selector tool, select our sketch, and we will just resize it a bit to make it larger. And as you can see, we resized our sketch. So the next thing we can do now, we can go in and we could start adding in the hair. For this part, moving through it a bit fast, because the main purpose isn't really about the hair. But yeah guys, we finished with the hair. Now we could head down below the chin right there and we could start dropping in the neck, and we can add a shadow as well. Alright, cool. And we could head back up top and we could add a highlight and shade in the eyes. And right below the neck we can put in this curve right here for the color. And now we can move on to doing the shoulders, so coming down on both sides. And after that's finished, we can put in these two lines curving in right here, and that's for the stitching on the shirt. You'll see it by the shoulder area of his shirt. And before we move any further, we just go and head back by the face right here, and we just go and erase it, and then we could go ahead and fix it back. Alright guys, perfect. We finished with our sketch. Now we could kick it into time lapse to do all the inking, and we'll be back. Alright guys, so we back after the time lapse, and as you could see, our character looking clean. So now we can move on to adding in all the colors. And for this part, you guys don't have to worry too much about choosing the same colors we did. You guys could have fun, pick your own colors, go crazy. If you want the character to have green skin, you could do that. You have the choices. And that's the cool thing about digital art, or just art in general. You literally could use any color you want. You could also mix colors to get a different color. So that's cool, because color does really, add like a little bit of to your drawing, I would say, like make it look really good. So next we gonna move on to doing the shadows, and for the shadows we gonna speed it up a little bit. And as we doing the shadows, you could kind of notice we putting the shadows on the right here. And the reason for this is we establish a light source. So our light source will be on the left and our shadows will be on the right. So that's why we kind of going in and doing that. And I know for most it will be confusing. Like I say, most of the things we talk about could be a later video. But right here we just finishing off the shadows. Alright, awesome. Now we could add in the final touches, which is to put in the highlights. So we just go in here and we just go and put in the highlights real quick. And for the highlights, we're going to place them on the left hand side, because our light source is coming from the left. Okay, so we finished adding in all the highlights, so only one thing left to do is, and bam, there you have it guys, the final illustration. Hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed, and we hope to see you guys on the next one. Alright, see ya.